Hi, this is Tim. Yep.
Hello, Tim. Yeah, and you had responded to an advertisement on Craigslist in regards to working for our company. First of all, do you mind if I ask you what kind of work you do?
Yeah, well, I've been in technology sales, I don't know, for 20 years, and I recently just left that. I'm looking for a second career.
All right, very well. Now, we are a network marketing company. These are the top 10 income earners in our industry. Wow. Now, notice one thing here. First of all, these are their monthly incomes. These are their yearly incomes right there. Okay?
Wow.
Now, are those incomes just a tad more than you're making right now?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Notice one thing. Now, let me just stop for 1 second and point one thing out here. This company here in yellow, this is not us. This is our competition. But the point of this chart is this. Of the top 10 income earners in our industry, 4 of them are in the network market. Excuse me, 4 of them are in the coffee business. That company in yellow there. You may not realize that coffee is very big business. It is the #2 commodity in the world after oil. It is the #2 beverage in the world after water. In the United States alone, we have over 100 million coffee drinkers, 24% of whom drink 13 or more cups of coffee a week, and we spend over $18 billion a year on this beverage. Now, just to give you an idea, if you took all of the coffee consumed in the United States in 1 year and divided it by all of the adults 18 years of age or older, it averages out to 22.5 gallons of coffee consumed per person per year. Now, that's a lot of coffee.
My Lord.
Yes, it is. Now, our plan in this company here is to pass this company up in the next 12 to 24 months, and we will do that, #1, because we have a much better marketing system. You see, now, by the way, Tim, I'm getting some background noise over here, a little bit distracting. Is it possible maybe close the door or something like that?
Yeah, I can. Yep. Sitting near the window.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. So, as I was saying, our strategy is to pass this company up in the next 12 to 24 months, and we will do that, #1, because we have a much better marketing system. This company's marketing system there in yellow, what they do is they have what are called taste and talk parties, where you invite strangers over your home every night, and they sit around, they drink the coffee, and you discuss the business opportunity. Now, how do you feel about inviting strangers over to your house every night?
No, not on the top of my priority list.
I know I wouldn't do it. You see, there's issues involved with personal safety. You don't know who you're inviting into your home nowadays and what their real intentions are. And I certainly wouldn't put my family in jeopardy by doing something like that. Not a good idea. In our company here, we use screen sharing technology, like what we're doing here, which completely eliminates this idea of you having to go to somebody's home and anybody coming to your home. We just do it online using the internet. Right. Now, the next reason we're going to pass this company up is because this company here has a very primitive lead generation system. What they do to generate leads is tell other people to make a list of their friends and family and then go chase them. Now, how do you feel about chasing after your friends and family?
Nope. No, thank you. Yeah, I did something like that years ago, and I just wasn't very good at it. So I'd never do it again.
Yeah, I understand that also. I've been there, done that too. To me, it's kind of abusing the relationship. So in our system here, we have inbound calls from pre-qualified people. We don't do any cold calling, and we don't chase our relatives. None of that stuff. Next reason we're going to pass this company up is because we pay 17% more than they do, and we're already seeing it where people from that company are coming over to join our firm because we pay more. Next reason is our product is of much, much higher quality. We've already won 6 manufacturing awards confirming the product is indeed of the highest quality. These 2 over here confirm the product is manufactured in a completely clean and sanitary environment. And these over here on the right, these confirm the product is of the highest quality without any chemicals, additives, or fillers. Now, we make 4 different products. We have, first of all, actually 5 different products. The gourmet black tea, or black coffee, that is. Now, this is fully organic, no chemicals or additives here. Then we have the chai tea. This is kind of an herbal tea, and it has a creamer included in there. Then we have my favorite. This is the gourmet blend. Now, what this is the black coffee, but it's sweetened with natural cane sugar along with the powdered creamer, similar to Coffee Mate. And we have the energy drink here. Now, this tastes like lemonade with a hint of tangerine. My kids just love it. And then we have the gourmet hot chocolate. This is our newest product. This is due to be released in the next few weeks here. Now, all of these pouches, Tim, contain 20 individual servings, and the servings come wrapped in the same type of printed aluminum material that these pouches are made from. And it's just a matter of, they look like little tubes about 8 inches long. Just tear off the end, pour the contents in a cup of hot water, and you got a great tasting beverage.
Okay.
Cost per serving is 75 cents a serving. Now, is that a good price for a cup of coffee?
Yeah, that's a great price for a cup of coffee. I pay more than that when I go to a cafe.
Well, there's a big difference also in our product versus what you'd buy in a cafe or a Starbucks, and that is we have ingredients in our product that our competitors lack, most notably ginseng extract. Now, ginseng has been used for centuries because it gives people energy throughout the day. In fact, ginseng was used when they built the Great Wall of China to give their workers just all kinds of energy and so forth. Our competitors' products don't include that. Then we have 154 antioxidants. These are, now, have you ever heard of the term free radicals there, Tim?
Yes, I have. I have heard the term.
Okay, well, let me explain what it is. Oxygen in its natural state is listed as O2, and that means that you have 2 atoms of oxygen that bind together to form a molecule. Well, when exposed to toxins, pollutants, or excessive radiation, oxygen can break down to O1, and it's a very unstable substance, commonly known as a free radical. When it comes in contact with living tissue, it causes deterioration, oxidation of that tissue, premature aging, and can even lead to cancer. So what antioxidants do is to bind with the free radicals, so rendering them harmless, kind of slows down the aging process somewhat, and also it also diminishes the chance of cancer even. Over here you have 200 phytonutrients, nutrients derived from plants, which are easily absorbed in the human body. Now, if this turns out to be something that you want to be part of, are you looking to make just a little extra money on the side or some serious dollars? Tell me which way you want to go.
Well, I'd probably consider it serious. I need to replace a 6-figure income, so I consider that serious money.
Yes, it is. Okay. Well, to make serious money, then the way to do it is you build a team. And we have systems in place that teach you exactly how to do that. And these systems are found right here on this website. Now, this is what's known as a file sharing website here, Tim. And what this does is enable us to store all of our business tools and materials in one place. Everything is here. We've got pre-written ads. We've got telephone scripts. We've got industry information. We've got training videos. We've got advanced information down below over here. All kinds of information here. It's all set up in a numerical, chronological format. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, all the way down. New people coming aboard can follow the system. Step 1 here, getting started videos. This tells our new people what to do and what not to do to be successful in this business. Online marketing, step by step. Now, we've all heard the stories of people coming into the internet and just making millions. Jeff Bezos, for example, he was an online marketer. He's now worth $25 billion. And people have seen the kind of money people make by marketing online, but they haven't a clue as to how to actually do it. So what this is, this tells them exactly what they need to know and provides all the tools and programs here. All the programs are free. And we have our training, our webinar recording library. Now, we provide 6 webinars a week. Every morning, they're from 11:30 to 12 Eastern, and these cover different topics here, these 30-minute webinars, and they're all recorded. So at the end of the webinar, we then upload these recordings right into the system so the new people coming aboard can watch these training videos and very quickly obtain the information they need to be successful. Advertising online step by step. We have both a guide and a video that tells the person exactly how to place the ads. Down here, where to place the ads. And down here, the ads themselves to be placed are all pre-written. Now, this is one of the ads over here. Take a look at this ad, and if you saw that headline, would you want to check it out?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Well, I write all these ads here, and I've been writing ads now for over 30 years, and I've learned how to write very, very compelling ads. Now, an ad like this, as simple as it may look, takes me over 2 hours to put together. And the reason, Tim, it takes so long is I want to make sure these ads are absolutely flawless. There's no misspelled words. There's no typographical errors or grammatical mistakes. And the reason I'm so careful about that, you see, is I found that professionally designed ads tend to attract professional people.
Oh.
And we get these kind of responses come in very large numbers, and all the responses from these ads are then processed through what is known as a call filter. Now, a call filter is a system that's designed to separate people who are serious from the ones that are not. And the way this works is the person calls in, listen to a short message about our company and the opportunity over here. At the end of the message, if they're serious, they leave their name and numbers. If they're not serious, they hang up the telephone and promptly disappear, and don't waste 1 minute of our time. So the end result is we're only talking to pre-qualified, serious individuals. Now, each person on our team has their own call filters like this. When a person calls in and leaves their information on your system, and it's simply a matter of going back to the file sharing system over here, going down here to proven telephone scripts, use a script, then send the person to a webinar. Now, we have 3 types of webinars. We have the recorded webinar, which is available 24/7. Then we have the group webinars, which are held every Tuesday night, every Thursday night, and every Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. And then we have individual interviews like what we're doing here. Okay?
Okay.
So I do the interviews then for you. And at the end of the interview, when the person wants to come aboard, I enroll that person as a member of your team. 2 days later, you're paid an upfront bonus of as much as $250 plus ongoing residuals. So let me kind of back up just a little bit and quickly review the system. So you go into the file sharing system here, and you go into the steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, go down, select a pre-written ad, copy the ad, post it online. The telephone number to put in the bottom of the ad is provided by the call filter, the 800 number right there. It goes right there at the bottom of the ad. Calls from the ad are then processed right through this call filter, separating out people that are not serious. The ones that are serious, we send them to a webinar. I do the interviews for you. When they enroll, 2 days later, you're paid. Now, is there anything here that I've explained to you that you would have difficulties with?
It looks pretty step-by-step so far. I follow you.
Okay. Now, Tim, we're going to get to the income aspect of this, but there is one thing I have to point out before we go any further.
Okay.
There is travel involved in this business now, Tim.
Oh, boy.
Right now, the person that sent you here today, they did mention that to you or no?
No.
Oh, yeah. In fact, there's daily travel.
Okay.
When I finish this interview with you, I'll be traveling downstairs to the television room and watch a little TV. And then after that, I'll be traveling up to the bedroom and hit the sack, you see. So that's the kind of travel we do, very short distances. Now, can you handle that?
I could handle that kind of travel, yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's get into the income aspect of this. Now, we get paid a number of different ways. The first way right here in the middle, these are what are called these fast start bonuses. Now, when a person comes aboard, they come aboard at one of 3 levels, either at the $200 level, or if they want to make more money, they can come in at the $500 level, or if they want to maximize your income and be in a position to share in the company's profits, they can come at the $1,000 level. Well, whichever level they come in at, you're paid 25%. Now, I'm finding that over half of the people that I talk to are coming in at the $1,000 level because it just pays so much more. So in that case, you'd get paid 25% of that. That'd be, $250
Yep.
paid to you 2 days later. Let's call this fellow that you bring in, we'll call him Andy. And Andy turns around and refers Bill to the company. And Bill comes in, we'll say at the $1,000 level also. Well, you get 10% of that, and that's $100 right there over I pay to you. And then Bill goes ahead and refers Charles to the company. Charles comes at the $1,000 level. There's another $100 in your pocket. And Charles refers David to the company, and you're paid 5% of that. All of this is paid on a daily basis. So what happens next is now you've got multiple streams of income. You see, in my case, I've enrolled 24 people, brought 24 people in, and as these people are bringing new people themselves, I get all these overrides here. You see, you get $100 over here and $50 over here, and as far as personals, as much as $250 per enrollment, and all these different streams of income here. When you add them all together, well, next thing you know, you're making $500 to over $1,000 a day. It's all paid daily. Now, we pay our people by direct deposit, either straight into their bank account, Monday through Friday, or right onto their MasterCard pay card we provide them with, you see.
Okay.
Now, over here on the right, we have these prosperity bonuses. Now, I call them advanced bonuses because that's what they really are. And what they are is as you move up to the ranks in our company, you see these one-time bonuses here. They start off at $250, and they go all the way up here to $400,000. And you can be paid more than one of those bonuses a month. Okay. Right? Now, over here on the left, we have the car bonus program here. Now, I want to make one thing clear to you. First of all, that the car bonus, you don't have to actually go out and buy a car to get that money. If you're happy with your current vehicle, then keep it. You still get paid the full car allowance up to $1,400 a month. And I also want to make it clear that the car allowance is purely an incentive. In our business now, we don't have to drive around or anything like that. You see, we work completely from within our home. So it's just an extra incentive here. And then down below, we have these residuals. Now, of all the different income streams that we get paid in this company, this is my favorite. And the reason is, well, first of all, it goes up every month, you see. And typically, in about 6 to 12 months, the residual income will exceed all of your living expenses. Now, how would that affect your whole outlook if every morning you woke up knowing that no matter what happened, all of your bills are covered?
Oh, boy. I'd be ecstatic. That would be great.
Maybe a little less stressed?
A lot less stressed, yes.
Maybe enjoy your family a little bit more, not be thinking about bills and expenses and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And now take that and add one more thing to it. And on top of that, you got all your bills paid. You know that next month your income is going to be higher. And the month after that, your income is going to go up even more and more and more and more. Every month your income is going up. Will that kind of affect your disposition a little bit?
Oh, yeah. That would seriously affect my disposition in a very positive way.
Right?
Yep. I could really use that.
Truly begin to enjoy life. You see, that's why I like the residuals so much. So without any further ado, let's get right into the whole thing, how this works. Now, the first position up here on the left, he says distributor.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to skip that position because that's a position for a person who just wants to go out and just sell the coffee, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, but it just doesn't pay anywhere near as much as if you were to build teams over here, you see? Okay. All right, so the first level over here, we have the $2,000 in monthly group sales volume. Now, what constitutes group sales volume? It's very simple. It's all the sales of you and your team added together. And when I say your entire team, that's exactly what I mean. These people could be on your 5th level, your 50th level down below, your 5,000 level for that matter. All of those sales added together make up your group sales volume, okay? Well, let me tell you what happened to me. I joined this company on August the 2nd of this year, about 3.5 months ago, and that was a Friday. Well, the first weekend, what I did is I spent the whole weekend working on this file sharing system here. You see, I've been in this business here, Tim, for 19 years, and in that 19-year period, I've learned the most important thing that your people need to be successful is a system to follow. In anything, I don't care if you're a newspaper delivery boy or a brain surgeon, you've got to have some kind of a system, you know, to follow here. And without that system, you're going to see in our business little, if any, growth. So I spent the weekend putting together telephone scripts and writing ads and producing training videos and so forth. And I still work on this every week and make it even better. And this system is so powerful that as I put new things in here, it automatically sends emails out to everybody on my team alerting them of these new updates, you see. So I worked on that, and then the following Monday morning, August the 5th, I went to work and started talking to people. Well, the first day, I had 4 people come aboard, 2 people that I'd known from prior business relationships, and 2 people from Craigslist. Well, altogether, it was 4. 3 of them came in at 1,000, plus 1 guy from Craigslist came in at 500. So altogether, there, that was 3,500 in volume. Well, that put me over the $2,000 mark right there, okay?
Yep.
And on top of, so that qualified me for a $250 advance bonus, plus of the $3,500, I get paid 25% of that, which is about $875. So you put those 2 things together, first day I made a little over $1,100, and I have to tell you, I was excited.
Yeah, I
was definitely, I could see the potential of this business. And on top of the upfront money, I get 4 levels of monthly residuals from that point on, which add up to 25%. Now, the next level over here, you get $5,000 in monthly volume, Okay, now there's something very interesting that happens in our business. When you have around 8 to 10 people on your team, something interesting starts to occur. It literally begins to grow by itself. And it does that for two reasons. First of all, there are two components that make that happen. Going back to this, the people on your team have a system to follow. Without a system, they're going to be stumbling and fumbling around, not knowing what to do. Well, this provides them with kind of a roadmap here. You take that, and the second component are these advanced bonuses over here, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what we're seeing is people are coming to us who've gotten rather behind in their bills. You know, it's been a very, very difficult economy for the last few years. People have fallen behind their student payments, student loan payments, that is, and their credit card bills and their car payments, even their house payments. And they see they get these advance bonuses in lump sum amounts. They get paid 1, 2, 3 of these things a month. Well, that's very, very motivating to a lot of people, you see. So as they see this growth here, well, that causes your business to grow. All right, now the next one over here, you have $10,000 in monthly volume. At this point, that took me exactly 2 weeks. At August the 16th, which was another Friday, I was up to $10,500 in volume. That qualified me for a $1,000 bonus right there. And I got the 4 levels of daily bonuses as people joining my team. Then you've got the 6 levels of residuals, which add up to 38%, plus a $200 per month car allowance. Now, on the car allowance, I have worked for other companies in the past where I qualified for a car allowance program. Only problem is it would take me anywhere from about 6 months to 18 months to qualify. This company here, it took me 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I've never, in fact, one company, and as I think about this, way back in the 90s I worked for, it took me over 3 years to qualify for a car allowance. Wow. Company 2 weeks. And I was extremely excited at that point. Now, next one over here, we're up to $25,000 a month in volume. Got a $2,500 advance bonus. Get the same daily fast start bonuses here. Now you got 7 levels of residuals, which add up to 46%, plus a $400 per month car allowance. Let me kind of show you what's going on here. Now, you start off getting paid down 4 levels here, Tim, add up to 25%. And then when you and your people together hit $5,000 in group volume, then you're being paid down 5 levels, 31%. When you hit $10,000 a month in group volume, well, now you're getting paid down 6 levels, 38%. And when you and your people are hitting $25,000 in volume, you get paid all the way down 46%. Now, people say to me, Don, well, this sounds great, but only one question. Where does the product sales come into play, right? Where's the product sold? Well, let me show you. Now, look at the top up here. See where it says $100 PV right across the top?
Yep.
Okay. Now, PV stands for personal volume, okay? Now, how is that generated? Well, I have some people on my team go to these health shows, and then, in my case, I just use the product. Simple as that. I mean, the coffee tastes delicious. My daughter loves the tea over here. She says it helps her study. And my son loves the energy drink. In fact, both my kids love the energy drink here as well as I do. Very, very delicious, especially on a hot day. And so between the 3 of us, we'll blow through about $150 of these products per month easy. Well, that qualifies. $100 qualifies us to get paid our advanced bonuses, our car allowance, our residuals per month, our bonuses as fast starts as people join our team. We get all of those different things. All we got to do is $100 a month. Now, in a weird way, the government pays for it. At least, okay, now let me tell you why. You see, when you have a business out of your home, Tim, you get all kinds of benefits. You get all kinds of tax benefits. You can write off a portion of your house payment. You can write off a portion of your property taxes and the maintenance of your property and your water bill and your electric bill, your internet bill, your telephone bill, cell phones, et cetera, you see. Well, all of those tax benefits save you over $500 a month. Plus, you've got savings in gas. Now, when you had your last job there, and you're going back and forth to work, about how much you spending on gas every month? Or every week? Every week.
Every week, I'd say $40 to $50 a week.
Okay. All right. So, in this business, let's see, $40, $50 a week, that's about $160, $200 a month. Yeah. I'd be willing to wager, probably drop that down to below $60 a month. I mean, I've had days where I've made as much as $1,000 this business, and I haven't even started my car. You see, so the savings in gas is monumental, and also the savings in car insurance. I found out. I mean, I was paying when I used to have to go back and forth to work every day. I was driving around 50,000 miles, and my insurance for the car was, let's see, it was about 250 a month. That was about what, 3,000 a year.
Yeah.
And I just renewed my insurance today, and it's down to $890 a year. So from $3,000 to $890 a year, right?
Wow.
And with more insurance, but I drive less than 5,000 miles a year. You see?
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got lower deductibles and higher limits and so forth, and I pay about 1/3 what I used to pay there. So the savings in insurance and gas can be monumental, not to mention wear and tear on your car. All right? So big savings. That's what goes way, way, way beyond $100 a month for these products here, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, this is very good for you. All right, so back to this now. Now we're down here at $50,000 a month in volume. You got a $5,000 advance in bonus. You got your same 4 levels of daily bonuses over here as people joining your team. You got the residuals. You're being paid 46%. Now, below, that's down 7 levels. Below the 7 levels, you're getting 2%, which continues to go all the way down below the 7th level until the system runs into somebody at the same level as you. Or if there is no one at the same level as you, we're going to pay us all the way down to the bottom of your organization. Now, Tim, that could pay you another 10, 20, 30 generations. 2%, well, 2% may not seem like a lot, but let me tell you something. When you start getting paid on hundreds of people, and then later on thousands of people, and then later on still tens of thousands of people, then that can turn into some serious, serious money and add a few more zeros to your bank balances.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you got over here plus a $600 per month car allowance. All right, now finally we're up to $100,000 a month in volume. And notice where it says estimated time to achieve this rank, 3 to 12 months. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So you probably want to get up there maybe in 3 months, as quickly as possible, correct?
Yeah, that's what I would like, yes.
Okay, well, there's a way to do it. And I can tell you in one word.
Okay.
Asians. Asians. You see?
Okay.
In our business, Asians do extremely well. And here's why. First of all, have you ever dealt with Asians, Tim?
Yes, I have actually. I've worked with lots of them.
Okay. Then you probably know they tend to be very tight-knit families, right?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
And what happens when one person finds something good, like an income opportunity where they're making real good money, next thing you know, here comes their cousin, uncle, nephew, grandfather, godfather, in-laws, and outlaws. The whole gang's coming in from the family. Word spreads to the family very, very quickly. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Well, then what happens? Then it starts spreading to the community. And it can explode the growth of your business. Explode it, you see.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw once where a guy in another company with a program nowhere near as good as this enrolled a Korean fellow over in Santa Monica, California. 6 months later, he had 74,000 Koreans in his organization.
Gosh.
Now, to put that in, to give you an idea, 74,000 people in this business would pay you easily over $400,000 a month, easily, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the kind of thing that can happen. So now, what part of the country do you live in?
I'm in Virginia.
Well, I think you've got, if I'm not mistaken, you've got a fair amount of Vietnamese up there, and I think a pretty good Chinese population also, don't you?
Yeah, I'm very close to Washington, D.C.
And I know also in Maryland, they have a whole big Filipino communities in Maryland. Very big ones. In fact, they're gearing up to help these people, the storm in the Philippines that just occurred. So the point is, if you start focusing those communities, and we have systems that'll tell you exactly what to do. You go back over here to the file sharing system, go down to section 19, how to sponsor immigrants. This will tell you step by step what to do. Okay? So if you focus on those markets, you'll get explosive growth, and that'll put your, move it very, very quickly and help you reduce those times it takes to get to those higher levels. So once again, at this point, you have $100,000 a month in volume. You got a $10,000 advance in bonus. You got your daily bonuses over here. You get the same residual percentages being paid to you. Your car allowance up to $800 a month. And now you're looking at $5,000 or $12,000 a month in residuals. Now, where does this $5,000 number come from? Well, go back to this chart over here and look at all these percentages through here. See this?
Yes.
The minimum percentage you see is about 5%. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if you take 5% of 100,000, that's $5,000. Right.
Yep.
And it goes up to 12,500, and above that, then you move up to the next level, which is where the serious income is. Now, at this point, now you're up here to $250,000 a month in volume. Now, realistically, looking at 6 to 18 months, at that point, you've got a $100,000 bonus coming your way. Now, tell me one more time now. In your last corporate job, exactly what were you doing?
I was in the software sales.
Okay. Well, were you pretty good at it?
Yeah, I was at the top of the heap, pretty much.
Okay, so when was the last time your employer gave you a $100,000 bonus? It's been a while?
Yeah, I never got a $100,000 bonus.
So it's been a long while, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You got your 4 levels of daily bonuses people join your team. You got your same residual percentages. Your car allowance now up to $1,000 a month. And now you're looking at $12,500, $25,000. Now here's the good news. That $12,000 to $25,000 does not include this $8,300 advance bonus. Does not include that. Does not include these daily bonuses over here or the $1,000 a month car allowance. Now, if you add all these things together here, Tim, you're looking at somewhere in the range of around $25,000 to $40,000 a month in total earnings. Now, would that kind of take care of all your bills?
That would be fantastic. You know, I could retire on that.
Okay, all right. Now you're over here to $500,000 a month in volume. Now, realistically, you're looking at 1 to 2.5 years. Okay, you've got a $250,000 bonus headed your way. $10,400 for the next 24 months. Now, here's the good news. If your group is growing at a good rate, then these 2 bonuses could be paid at the same time, simultaneously. So they could overlap. Well, in that case, now you're looking at around $19,000 a month just about in advance of bonuses, plus everything else over here. Residual percentages are still the same. Car allowance is $1,200 a month. And now looking at $25,000 to $50,000 in just residuals. If you add everything on top of that, now you're looking at somewhere in the range of around $40,000 to about $70,000, $75,000 a month in total earnings. Now we're up here to $1 million a month in volume. Now, realistically, we're looking at 2 to 5 years, unless you go after the Asian market, which could reduce that time there. At this point, you've got a $400,000 bonus coming your way, $16,000 a month, next 24 months. You get your same daily fast start bonuses, and one more time now, these bonuses could overlap to the point that the group is growing at a very nice rate. You can get all 3 of these at the same time. That's $35,000 a month in advance of bonuses. The same residual percentages. Car allowance is now up to $1,400 a month. You're looking at $50,000, $100,000 residuals with everything added on top of it. Altogether, looking right around $75,000, over $200,000 a month in earnings. Okay. Now, here's the good news. It doesn't stop at $200,000 a month. It continues to grow monthly. And why is that? Well, let's just say I was at that level, right? I've got my 3 vacation homes, right? I've got my little yacht, maybe like the USS Enterprise, something like that, you know, and right, my private aircraft carrier, and I'm kind of retired. I'm traveling, and I'm doing all these wonderful things. And you're looking at my lifestyle, okay? Now, would you want the same lifestyle as I have for your family?
Yeah, I would.
Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't want the private aircraft carrier, but everything else you probably want, right?
I want a lot of that. Yeah, maybe not everything.
All right. So as you're working to build your team up to where I am, you're pushing my income even higher. That's what happens here, Tim. All right? Yeah. Now, to summarize here, here's what we have. Let me just pull up the right page over here. Move this down. Excuse me. There's one thing I forgot to pull up here, so let me bring this up. This over here, kind of a summary page here. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Excuse me. Here we go. All right, let's get some focusing. There we go. Now we have a summary. Number 1, an opportunity to market products, coffee and tea, that have been consumed for more than 4,000 years and already have a pre-existing market. We don't have to tell people how nice it is to have a good cup of coffee or tea. They're already using it, right? They're already consuming it. Number 2, an opportunity to market products that have won 6 manufacturing awards, certifying they're of the highest quality, are completely organic, and contain superior ingredients not found in competitors' products, yet cost less than what competitors charge for products of lesser quality. Number 3, an opportunity to market a product that is completely recession-proof. Now, in a way, in actuality, it's not really recession-proof because, you see, recessions do affect coffee consumption. It goes up. And the reason it goes up, well, I'll explain. A person gets laid off, and now they're starting to encounter financial difficulties. They are falling behind their credit card bills, and they're getting calls from bill collectors, and maybe their car payment's overdue, and they might get their car repossessed, or even their house go into foreclosure, okay? And they're tossing and turning at night, worrying about their bills and so forth. Next morning they get up, and how are they going to be feeling?
They're going to be tired.
Tired, sleepy, groggy.
Yeah.
So what do they reach for?
They're going to reach for a cup of coffee.
That's right, right? And has a very high reorder rate. I know people by their own admission, Tim, are addicted to coffee. They'll tell you, yeah, I have to have my coffee every morning, you see. And that creates a huge reorder rate that can generate a lucrative residual income that can pay you for years to come. Number 4, a business system that makes it possible for you to quickly recoup your initial startup fee. Now, I came aboard once again August the 2nd. That was a Friday. By the second Monday thereafter, I had earned just under $3,000, like $2,800 in 10 days. And I basically tripled my money in about 10 days, and I was thrilled. Work entirely from your home. Earn as much money as you want, and gives you, and not someone else, complete control of your work schedule. Now, you know, I have a daughter who's 18, and I'll never forget what happened when she was 5 years old. They had a special event at her little kindergarten there. It was a Father-Daughter's Day. And we went down there, all the fathers showed up, and we watched them get a little play they put in for us, all the girls did. And then we sat down and had lunch with our daughters. A very, very pleasant experience, you know, and they're all girls all giggling and laughing and having a good time. But I'll never forget, I looked across the table there, this big round table, a little girl sitting over there, 5 years old, by herself, was just sitting there, wasn't eating, wasn't participating, just sat there. See, her father didn't come. And I can't describe the look in her face. It's enough to just tear your heart out. I mean, the look in that child's face was so sad. And I said to her, why don't you come over and join us? And she eventually did. But it wasn't the same. Her father didn't come. Her daddy didn't show up.
Yeah.
And I know what she was thinking. She's thinking, well, you know, all the other girls, their daddies came, but my daddy didn't come because he doesn't love me, you see. That's, you know, how children are, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I like about this business. Because, you see, you have absolute control over your time. If you've got some kind of a special family event or some kind of a personal situation you've got to take care of, you can take the time off and take care of that matter, or be with your family or something like that, you see? Where in a lot of these companies, they've got their board meetings and you can't be excused and all this and that. You don't have that freedom. An opportunity that offers you the security of knowing you can never get laid off, the freedom of being able to work anywhere in the world. In this business, all you need is 3 things. You can have a computer with internet access, some kind of a telephone, a Skype phone or a cell phone is fine, and the MasterCard pay card we provide you with so we can pay you on a daily basis. With those 3 things, you can be anywhere in the world. You can be sitting under a palm tree in the Caribbean making money. You see, running your business right there. Total freedom. Number 5, a unique and lucrative compensation plan that pays commissions daily and residuals monthly of up to 46% of the revenues generated by your organization. In addition, you have the ability to earn advanced bonuses of up to $400,000 and a car allowance of up to $1,400 per month when you qualify. There is no other company in this industry that pays its people this well, and that is a fact. When I came into this business here, for the first month, I basically worked part-time. And yet, because I spent so much time putting that file sharing system together, but yet my first month, I still made over $8,000. I've never made that kind of money so quickly in any company like this. Number 6, a training system found in no other company that provides over 10 hours a week of live interview training, a complete online business library, weekly, actually it's now daily training webinars, got to change that, daily training webinars and ongoing mentoring. A simple and duplicatable marketing system that does not involve home meetings, does not involve cold calling, does not involve having to sell to or recruit friends or relatives, and makes it possible for a person with little or no experience in the network marketing industry to succeed. When I designed all of these tools and resources and so forth, they had one underlying theme. It's got to be simple, and it's worked out just like that. Now let's get into how a person can come aboard.
Okay.
You have three different options. You have at the $200 level, you're paid down 4 levels here, which add up to 25% in residuals. At the $500 level, well, now you're paid down 5 levels over here, which add up to 31% residuals. And at the $1,000 level, well, now you're paid all the way down over here, 7 generations, which add up to 46% residuals. Now, I'll tell you what, I came at the $1,000 level, and I'll tell you what I did. I realized I could work myself up to that level, but here's the problem. You got to hit $2,000 a month in volume, and then $5,000, and then $10,000, and then $25,000. Well, that might take 2, 3, 4 months. Well, I didn't want to wait 2 or 3 or 4 months to get paid down 7 levels. And number 2, the company has an incentive that if a person comes in at the $1,000 level and brings 3 other people aboard at the $1,000 level before Christmas, December the 25th, then they're going to share in the company's profits. Now, that can be quite substantial because considering at this point less than 15 people have qualified for that profit sharing. Well, follow using our system here. I can show you how to do it. It's not that difficult, but the rest of the company is having a difficult time achieving this. So there you have it. So at this point, the floor is yours, Tim. What questions have you got for me?
Well, I think this is exactly what I've been looking for. This is really, really interesting. I guess in terms of, I'm thinking about coming in at the $1,000 level. Do you take credit cards, and how do you sign
Yes, they do. Take all the different MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, all the different cards like that. Not a problem there, okay?
Yeah.
And quite frankly, now remember, I'm going to be working closely with you. We have the daily trainings and all this. So working together, you probably have that $1,000 back in your pocket, you know, maybe 1 to 2, 3 weeks, somewhere in that range. Okay.
And this will pay all the way down to the 7th level then?
From day 1, Tim.
Day
yes,
1.
From
okay.
day 1. Okay. All right. Any other questions here?
No, I'm very interested in getting on board with this. What are the next steps?
Okay. What we need to do is this. I need to kind of wrap up this webinar over here.
Okay.
So for those of you in the audience, I encourage all of you to get back with the person who sent you to this webinar here, folks. And I can tell you in all sincerity, this is real. There is no way in the world I would have spent all of this time putting together this file sharing system. There's over 300 man-hours it's taken me so far, and I'm still working on it every weekend. I wouldn't be doing all this, much less pay for the system myself. This is free to all the people in this team, everybody. It's free. I wouldn't have done all this and pay for the cost of this for my people for something that wasn't real. Folks, this is real and very lucrative. And if you follow our system, chances are within 2 to 4 months, we can put you in a position that if you want to walk away from what you're presently doing, you'll have the income to be able to do so. I want to thank all of you for coming in tonight. It's a pleasure having you on board. And Tim, I also want to thank you here. If you hold on for just a second, I'll get you taken care of. For those of you in the audience, once again, get back with the person who sent you here. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless you all, folks. Good night.